Yes, we carry on with your fix of edutainment of this particular Entrepreneurship Tuesday. I go by the name of Barry Moses, or it's Barry Moore on every social media platform, and special thanks to Hilda Wathithi for that powerful interview. So in this particular segment of Entrepreneurship Tuesday, I'm going to focus on a brother who's a student of electronic media at Daystar University, a former basketball player, but found a passion in art and is making some buck off graffiti art. He goes by the name Eugene. Karibu sana.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so Eugene, you're a laid-back person. Is it an art thing?
Yeah, it is.
I like the way you lead it. All right, so your camera is number 4. So maybe if I missed something, you can add on to it on your intro. Your camera is number 4.
Number 4. So yeah, I'm just Eugene. That's it. Like
Eugene. Simple and plain.
Simple and plain.
Simple and plain.
Yeah.
So Eugene, you're a graffiti artist. You've decorated some of the matatus we see in town,
Yes,
to personal vehicles, to walls around town, to even interior design.
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
All right. So when did you get this passion, or when did you pick up your first spray paint?
My first spray paint.
Yeah.
This was, I can say, 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
Before your spray paint, or what is it called? Your love for spray paint. Were you participating in other forms of art?
Yeah, it's a passion that grew. Like I established it like 15 years ago. Like my big bro, I used to draw, so I used to copy what he does, and I sort of with time practice makes it.
Special thanks to the big brothers who lead the way for the younger ones. We love you so much. Special thanks. Yesterday was International Men's Day, and I hope you appreciated your brother who led you into this.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you were drawing, and then you finished high school.
Yeah, I did.
And then your parents decide, or you decide you want to study electronic media.
It's more of my parents.
More of your parents deciding. And then you go to Daystar.
Yeah,
and then you study, but you don't see yourself so much as an electronic media specialist.
Yes, I did.
So you walk out of class, pick up the spray paint, and start doing business.
Yes.
All right. How was it like this first phase of doing the business? How was it? How was the experience like? Like from getting the clients, from getting set up to getting the raw material? Because I know you had the skill already, but transforming it to a business. How was this phase like?
Yeah, at first it was good. Then reality kicked in. Yeah, you really have to work hard.
All right.
You have to be there.
Yes, reality check.
Yeah.
I hear so much about reality. What was your reality in this line of business?
Mine, I can say it was ugly. So I almost gave up and went back to school.
Yeah.
But I pushed on. Pushed on.
All right. So you almost gave up.
Yeah.
At this point that you were almost giving up, what were some of the challenges you were facing?
Okay, first is being kicked out of their house with my mom. Like if you're not studying, you can't do art in my house, so you have to go.
You have to pay your own rent. You have to be a man.
You have to be a man. So first it was being a man, then becoming a man of the business. So yeah, those were like 2 things.
So all these things narrow down to, or lead to the top of the tree, which is money and capital. Yeah. So you are not getting clients at this time. Yeah. You were just spray painting for I don't want to say no reason, but with no particular goal.
Yeah.
At this time. All right. So what were some of your escapes? Were you painting on the walls across town, or were you like doing interior designs for people for free? What was it like this particular phase?
Like at first, like back in 2014 and 15, I had a client who came through for me, and I did like my first matatu. So after that, I think it sort of sold me out to other clients. You see, before I could get like the second or the third clients, that was the hard part. You're waiting for that call. You don't just sit down and wait. You have to keep keeping up, like practicing, looking for clients and all that stuff. So after the second call came, everything kind of looked up. So second, third, and then it's like that.
So the second call is always the game changer.
Yeah.
Your second client, not the first one.
Not the first.
The
one.
Second client.
The second one.
Kallaz art on Instagram. Kallaz art on Instagram. Peep it so you can see the work of this gentleman's hands. Before we head to talking more about this business. All right, so you get your second client, and the third one comes, and the fourth one, and the fifth one. What is the secret, or what do you attribute this to? This getting clients like a ripple effect now, or like a chain reaction. What do you attribute this to?
First is to God. He exists. So if you believe in Him, He's gonna come through for you. Yeah.
All right. And what's your tool of marketing, if I may ask? Is it word of mouth? Your client tells that the other.
Yeah. Most of them is just recommendation. Like you have to build a rapport with the last client you worked with. Yeah, that's
a happy client is the best form of marketing.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, we're living in the digital era now, and social media is impacting so many ways of doing marketing or just running a simple business like yours. How has it impacted yours?
In a nice way. Like I can say, it's like a free platform where you can advertise your work. You get to interact with your clients one-on-one. Yeah, it's a good.
What are some of the tools of social media that you use?
It's basically Facebook and Instagram.
Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
What type of content do you post on Facebook and Instagram, and how do you create it?
I usually post like my latest projects. Some project like I did back then. If it's like a throwback Thursday, I put a project like I did 4 years ago, 8 years ago, or even 10 years ago. So yeah, I do have the record. Yeah.
All right. So there are many forms of media, and your art is more of visual.
Yeah.
It's visual, so pictures and videos make more sense. We can't go the podcast direction. So I've seen pictures, they're really good, your work is really good, but are you venturing more into videos as well? Because they're more consumable nowadays.
Yeah, it's a part of growing, so I'm thinking of getting like a video for like from the start to the finish of work, so people can understand. Like,
beautiful time lapse.
Yeah, people can understand like this is real. This is not just script up stuff. So yeah.
All right, so this is something you're looking to doing.
Yeah.
So mostly Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
Have you got any clients of social media or the internet?
Yeah, a lot. Corporate. Most of them are corporate clients.
All right. So when I hear graffiti and corporate in the same sentence, I feel like there's something I'm missing, because I relate graffiti to the streets. So maybe you can explain to us how you linked up with some of your corporate clients and what are some of the services you deliver to them.
Okay. One of the best corporate clients I've worked with, like this year, is Tubo Kenya. They're introducing the beer to the youth and everything.
So they're more art-based.
Yeah, so they needed something that can sell their brand. So, and in that way, they needed like a van, something that can travel around the country, around town, so that people can say like, okay, this is Tubo. So they called me. Like,
did they give you a template, or you came up with the graphics from scratch?
They just gave me the colors, and the rest was
the theme color. The rest was up to you. I'm betting you got a really fat check from this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried.
It's one of your best checks ever.
I tried.
All right, so. You have corporate clients, I can tell. You have Matatu clients. Matatus are also corporate because they're a business.
Yeah.
All right, and you have interior designs that you do.
Okay.
So for Matatus, we've seen Matatus with artists all over, and this was also a van that you were painting. I'm interested in this interior design aspect. How does it work? How does somebody get to the point of saying, I need a graffiti artist to paint this wall for my house or for this hall? How does this work?
It's basically depends on your work. Like if they believe in it, they've seen your work, then they can approach you and like, we need this, I need this. I don't need a wallpaper. I need something that's close to a wallpaper. Can you do this? I'm like, yes, I can.
Something that is going to live forever on my wall.
Yeah.
All right, nice one. We have a Matatu on screen. This is some of your work, and I can see some green on it. So this is what you do.
Yeah, this is what I do.
And I'd like to know, that was a Nissan Matatu, like a van.
That's a 33-seater.
That's a 33-seater.
Yeah, my
So say a 33-seater, I have a 33-seater, a brand new 33-seater, and I need some art on it. How long is it going to take you?
It depends on the type of artwork. Some can take a day, some 2 days, a week, some even a month.
Some even a month.
Yeah.
All right, what can stretch it to a month?
It depends on the details you want, because you're all rounded from the exterior to the interior. Yeah.
All right, we have another matatu, a 33-seater. Which route does this one fly?
This is from Gong. I just did it recently, like I said 3 weeks ago. So yeah.
Yes, one of my directors is from Gong and she knows this smart person. All right. Another thing I've always wanted to ask the graffiti artists. We see some artists on these matatus. I've seen the likes of Calligraph Jones, I've seen Sauti Soul, I've seen Yashinsky. Who decides who goes on what matatu? Is it the graffiti artist or the client?
It's mostly us. Like, there's a thing, we just can't draw anything on matatu, yeah. So if it's a local thing, put a local artist, because I like appreciating the locals first.
Local artists.
Yeah.
All right. What does this graffiti? What is its role in promoting local artists, especially the musicians?
It's a form of art. Like, it's a form of art. Like, the people listen to music, they understand the music. So with art is the visual art. We see it, it's art in motion. So we appreciate it.
So you guys are very responsible for promoting Kenyan music. We have to give that to you and your fraternity.
Of course.
All right. So we can project another picture on screen. Some of your work. This is not a matatu, right?
Yeah.
This is a personal car.
Yeah.
All right, so you have people with personal cars coming to you. I need some subtle art on my ride, because with the personal cars, I can tell this is a little bit subtle than the one on the matatu.
Yeah.
All right, is this the direction? Is this the direction you choose for the client, or the client comes saying, I just want something a little, not so much?
Most personal clients for the personal cars, they have their thing, like they have their designs. So when they call me, we just sort of change a few things, and you're good to go.
All right, a lorry, I can see a lorry as well. So lorries are also jumping on the bandwagon of having arts on themselves. All right, so what is going on here with this lorry?
This is a corporate gig. So they actually called me and told me they needed something funky for their track. Yeah, so we came up with a design and it was good to go. This was basically EXP Kenya.
Wow. All right, so on to the big question now. There's always a debate. Before we talk about my big question, I see a beautiful lady. This is the problem with us, man. Instead of me focusing on that, I focus on the lady. But there's an art behind the lady right there. This is a wall somewhere.
Yeah, this is in Daystar River. Next, my former hostel where I used to stay. So actually, there was a graffiti done there before. I did a graffiti. But after time, it sort of faded. So I called the client. I was like, I need to do something because this place reminds me of a lot. So we need to change it. So it's a huge place.
You left a mark at Daystar.
Yeah, I did.
You live there forever until it fades away. All right, which leads to my next question. There's a lot of debate from time to time. We need to get the matatus with graffiti off the roads, off Kenyan roads. We need some sanity on the roads, like graffiti brings insanity on the roads. So every time you hear this debate, are you afraid it's going to affect your business?
Yeah, I'm afraid, but likely I'm diverse in my work, so I know how to flex my muscle and always. So what I'm saying is, like, graffiti doesn't affect the traffic. It's one of the most unique talents we have in Kenya. So all I'd say to the artist, draw something that can inspire, something that can communicate positively, not negatively. Yeah. All
right, we should not be having El Chapo in our streets on matatu. Inspire the people at least.
Exactly. You should inspire, not.
All right. Wonderful. So you are urging the traffic commandant and the people who are in charge of the transport ministry that graffiti does not bring insanity on the roads. It's the people themselves who bring insanity on the roads.
Exactly.
Now asiyaribu ungaenu.
Exactly. Graffiti doesn't drive the vehicle. It's just a visual aid.
All right, wonderful. I've seen a lot of graffiti art around town, and some of them, what do you call them? Some of them expressing some form of protest or activism, and mostly political. Do you know some of the people who do these things?
Yeah, I know.
Are you part of this revolution?
No, I'm not.
You're not?
No, I'm not.
Per se?
Yeah.
All right. And what do you think about this aspect of using your art to preach something special like this?
It's good.
It's really good.
We need someone who can speak up for the youth. So if you have that urge, you have that motivation, and you're brave enough to do that, then you do it.
All right, but the conflict comes when the wall is mine and you want to paint on my wall at night. Because we have had claims that some people walk up at night and paint, let me say illegally. The conflict comes in the... What do you have to say about this as somebody who's in this business, who's part of this movement?
Okay, first I'll say it's good, and second I'll say it's bad. Okay, good in terms of it creates the awareness, like there's something going on. Like we are the ones who are feeling this, so someone has to speak up. So if we do that in a place that it's illegal, to create attention. And like, you can see like the graffiti that was done back at a few years back next to City Market, it sort of created attention. Right? First, in a good
and people
way.
started talking.
Yeah, people started talking.
As much as the wall did not belong to the person who drew it. All right.
Yeah, people started talking, created some awareness. So I can say that's the good part. But the bad part is, you know, this is someone's property. You just can't go on vandalizing it like that. So yeah.
So we need to find a gray area. The graffiti people need to find a way of using public walls instead of people's personal walls.
Exactly.
All right, we are going to talk about the last picture that we have in our database before they're projected, or we have this one. So what is going on here? Is this a flaw somewhere, or is this something that you're going to lift up, a board that you're going to lift up and post somewhere?
This is Jikoni's. Jikoni's along Kiambu Road. It's 3D art. It's art that's slowly getting into the market. So the client needed something to do with 3D. Like there's a viewpoint where if you see this art, you feel like it's engraved into the wall. Like,
all right. So sometimes you might feel like you need to watch your step. When you walk there.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, considering this place is a bar where people enjoy their drinks and whatnot, and this impairs judgment, doesn't it affect...
That was the main motive.
That's the whole point. Nobody has ever gotten hurt.
Yeah, that's the main motive, actually.
Nobody has got hurt so far.
Nobody. All
right, wonderful. I like this forward. All right, so as we wrap up, what would you tell somebody who's watching you right now and has a passion in something and is fearing? Because I'm pretty sure you feared before you took that step. How did you overcome it, and how can you share that story with somebody who's viewing you now in a few words? Just look at them straight into the eyes.
Okay, what I'd say, it's normal to fear, but if you're not courageous enough, you won't know what's on the other side.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're not courageous enough, you'll never know what's on the other side.
Exactly, you have to know. It's better you fall right now. And you have the experience.
Eugene is a man of a few words right here, and I really enjoyed talking to Eugene. But before Eugene goes, there's a question coming in from the viewer. We appreciate you so much. If you offer any forms of training in this form of art?
Yes, I do. I have, there's a graduate Pangani. That's where I work. So if you're free, if you want to know a few...
Well, slide into the DMs.
Yeah, you can.
Kallaz Art.
Yeah,
Kallaz Art. Is where you can find Eugene and his work. Do you have a personal Instagram where the ladies can check you?
No, I'm booked. So I'm spoken for. So
all right, wonderful. Thank you very much, Eugene, for coming through to Why in the Morning. We appreciate you. Yes, we have Eugene, the CEO and founder of Kallaz Art. He specializes in graffiti right now, but he's a man of so many talents when it comes to the field of art. So check out Kallaz Art on Instagram for more information. Hilda Wathithi is coming up with another interview you don't want to miss.